Alright, so it is time to officially start this. This is the first route that we did, as soon as we started this game, we went from here, and we finished here. So, it has been a long time since I was on this timeline, um, but I do remember, it looked like Boss was guilty. It says Boss killed So. And because So had his left eye taken out, Boss must be the new Cyclops killer. So, um, we've done a lot of Somniums. We haven't done a Boss Somnium, so that actually might be um, in the works here. So, let's do it. My memory may need refreshed. In a long time. This, these events. So what are we gonna do? Go to Pewter or something? Where's Pewter in this timeline?
Guys.
Sosajima. Why? Why? Boss?
It's
What's going on? Did Boss kill So?
that was the video that we watched, I guess, or something? I mean, I don't... We have a person's update. Monica. Let's look at Monica real quick. Monica Iwa. She was a university student, likes Hitomi, Ranju, her daughter, dislikes killing. Well, that's stupid. Of course she does! Studying international politics. After graduating high school, she started seeing Sosajima and became pregnant with Iris. So after giving birth, she went to meet So in the warehouse, just checked in and was never seen again. That's so dumb. Dislikes killing. Anyway, let's refresh our memory a little bit with case file. In number 89 Somnium, Date saw Hitomi getting shot by Rohan. And then Boss? Why was Boss there? Date confronted Pewter to ask him about Boss's whereabouts. Pewter told Date that the corpse of Sosajima was found with his left eye torn out. It must have been the same killer that they were hunting. Date went to Boss's office to make her explain herself, but she was nowhere to be found. Instead, what Date and Iva found in Boss's office was a video of her murdering So. Okay, so that was a video. Okay. Well, so what? If she does. Could absolutely could not rather give two shits about that guy. You kidding me? I mean, do you think Boss could be the killer though? Like the actual Cyclops killer? I mean, that would mean that she's killed Iris in some of the timelines. And killed Mizuki's parents. Boss's alibi for Shoko's murder.
Shoko was killed around 5 p.m. Friday. What was Boss doing at that time?
Unknown.
What about Saturday, 8 p.m.?
The time Renju was killed? Similarly unknown.
Iris and Ota were killed at different times.
I don't remember the polar bear being cut in half. When did that happen? Was it Iris killed and then Ota was put in the suit and then killed? I don't know what happened. I don't remember.
I was watching the stream on the call with Boss.
Only the first few minutes.
Hey, that's going back and forth. It messes with your mind. You have to, okay, you got to realize, okay, now I'm in a different set of events here, so I gotta wrap my head around that. The polar bear had not yet appeared on
It is possible that she made the call from somewhere off camera.
Where was Boss's phone at the time? Check her cell records.
She did not call from a mobile phone. She used a PC. Using a VPN service, she could have accessed her Abyss PC from the warehouse and made the call.
I don't believe it, boss.
Boss is the new Cyclops killer? Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, So. Boss killed them all?
The evidence makes that a likely possibility. So also had his left eye removed. Identical to Shoko, Renju, and Iris. Date, I know where the boss is. I have picked up her GPS.
Where?
She is now at the Sagan residence. Somewhere inside Hitomi's house.
What?
Tuesday, 1:03 a.m. I drew my gun from its holster and barged into the house.
Hitomi! Hitomi!
I called for her, but there was no reply. We're still trying to recoup from yesterday's events. I didn't see Boss either.
Call Boss's phone.
On it.
What's that flashing over there?
The boss's phone.
Oh, shit.
Kaname Date, you were under arrest for murder.
What the hell?
Drop your weapon! Comply!
Please, lower your weapons. You drop your guns, I'll drop mine.
Date, do you really think these officers will listen to you?
But what choice do I have?
I could ask you the same thing. You killed Shoko Nadami, didn't you?
Huh? What?
That's ridiculous. What are you talking about?
Don't lie.
I didn't kill anyone. Please believe me.
They are not listening to you.
Boss is the culprit. That woman right there is the new Cyclops killer. She's tricking you.
They are well trained. They did not even flinch.
I don't know. She was gone when I got here.
Why did you come here?
Why would I tell you?
Did you kill the 5
Are
victims?
you kidding me?
You're the new Cyclops killer.
What? Why do you think that?
You put a gun to So's head and pulled the trigger. I saw it with my own eye.
Shut up! Shut up! Stop lying!
Fight?
This is going nowhere.
Are you going to fight?
I have no choice.
I recommend against it. You have 0 chance of winning a firefight.
Well then, what can I do?
Let me think.
What is that? Stop lying! Shut up! Sounds like she's a friggin'... What's going on? Oh.
Date, what is that on the kitchen table? Could it be your favorite thing?
What?
The magazine.
You want me to look at a magazine now?
Just look!
It can't be. This is the stuff of legends. Only the most diehard fans have ever laid eyes on it.
Why is that in the house? This is so dumb. It's like intense and then it does this. Oh my god.
Whoa! Limited edition!
The flower? This is so dumb.
Date, load Evolver with firebomb bullets. Shoot at the cloud.
We're doing this all within like milliseconds.
Just do as I say, and fast.
I wouldn't argue. Why has Hitomi got that in her kitchen? Jeez. There goes Hitomi's house.
She is probably just unconscious.
The SWAT team with the helmets and the body armor, they're unconscious too.
Her right shoulder and left leg suffered damage, but she will live.
A dust explosion, huh? Good thinking.
Thank you.
But you could have just had me throw the bag of flour.
That would have been too slow. To improve your reaction time, I had to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's have a look. Hey, this is just a cooking magazine.
Okay, it makes sense now. Good thing they cleared that up. Goodness gracious.
Boss is still unconscious.
That was a convenient way to do a Somnium. I assumed that's what he was going to be doing, was a boss Somnium, but... And Pewter... God, this
However,
guy.
her brainwaves are stable. Syncing with her shouldn't be an issue.
So now he's cool with this. You don't know when he's going to act up, when... I wouldn't be turning my eye on him. Why he's so cooperative?
Because I know that the boss is my enemy. I got the video from Iba. I processed it and found that it showed no sign of tampering or editing. Which means there can be no mistake. The boss shot and killed Sosajima. After pulling out his left eye. That makes the odds of her being the culprit behind the other murders very high. Or maybe she had accomplices.
You're cool with it
Either
because
way,
Sosajima's
she's a
dead
criminal.
now. Yeah,
That's
flip to
why
you.
I am cooperating with you, Special Agent Date. I want it as bad as you do. The truth. She has broken her right shoulder, as well as the fibula of her left leg. But her brain is perfectly healthy. You can sync with her. I had him put back behind bars.
In Fuchu prison.
That's right. I couldn't keep him here.
Oh, so this is the timeline where Peter broke number 89 out, and now he's just cooperating? Okay, sure. Asking questions would just be wasting time. Besides, if she was awake, I can't imagine that she'd take kindly to an interrogation. The tummy still hasn't been found. I have a bad feeling about this, but there's a good chance that Boss knows where she is. How would I get that information? Getting into her head would definitely be the quickest way. That's why I brought her here.
Date, talking to her would be pointless. You do know that, don't you?
Oh boy. This fucking headset, man.
Operations done?
Ready anytime.
Let's get started.
Date.
I know. 6-minute time limit. I'll be back before time's up.
Well then, let's begin.
You know, this whole, what we learned a few days ago, a few videos ago, about how this sync machine enables the possibility of exchanging bodies, I think that's going to play a big role at the end of this game. And if I had to go out on a limb, I think that it might be used to save Iris, or at least that's my optimism. Will it happen? I don't know, but if there's any way of saving Iris, it might be using this machine to switch bodies with her. What on earth?
Time to loosen up.
Do you always have to come in like that?
It is of the utmost importance.
At a time like this?
Times like this are perfect. Anyway, it appears to be an abandoned factory of some kind.
Oh, the factory was just in.
What could Boss be hiding here?
It was just in a factory. She got knocked out.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Open the door to Boss's truth. Boss is hiding something. Reveal the truth of the new Cyclops serial killings. Here we go. How many was there? 4? So we got door 0, 1, A, ladder, and cord.
A rusted metal door.
Huh. Well, I don't think we're gonna do that. How do we get back there?
A rusted metal door.
Put pick in keyblade. Investigate. Do we have a pick?
It is faint, but I hear the sound of meat being pierced.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
A rusted metal door. It is no use. The ice pick will not work as a key.
Agent Date,
A
you've got
rusted
5
metal
minutes.
door.
Break the lock with that.
Roger. I will try. It worked!
All right, open it.
Jeez.
Several keys have fallen.
Ice pick was used to kill Shoko, wasn't it? It was shoved in her eye.
One of them must be the right one.
I do not have time to try all of them.
Hopefully there's some kind of sign.
Indeed.
Times 10. Key 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a key. It's a key.
We gotta use it for the 1 second
It's
one.
a key.
10.
It's a key. Whoa!
Doesn't look like this is it.
It could be related to what we saw beyond the door. It's a key.
That's no good either.
Date, please, exercise a little more thought.
Eyeball. Eyeball. Ice pick. Of course, I get it.
Do you?
Of course I do.
It's a key. The ice pick is next to this key. It appears to be correct.
That's what I said.
The tag is labeled A.
I was right. Give me some credit.
That must mean you can use this key for something labeled A.
Come on.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
A door that looks like the Anywhere door. Perhaps we can use the key I just picked up.
Yeah, try that.
It opened.
Okay.
Odd. Isn't this the 3rd floor? What is going on here?
Looks like the floors are connected in a weird way.
Quite the troublesome dream. A door with B written on it.
Hey.
That might have been a little much.
This is the 2nd floor, but it is clearly not the door I just opened.
It's like a maze. I have to remember what door goes where.
He goes to the second floor. This is C.
Door C.
That might have been a little much.
Nah, it's good. We can't just open it.
We're on the second floor again.
We leave the second floor and come right back to it? This is confusing.
Yeah, but we need to do that so we can go this way.
A bookshelf. There is an obvious wire tied to it. Other than the wire tied to it, it is a normal shelf. Also, it appears that there is a door behind it.
To move the shelf, we need to...
Shelf, steel drum. Get to the steel drum. Must be attached to it.
An oil drum hung with wire.
Oh, come on, Iva.
It's no use. I cannot lift it.
You could have told me earlier instead of wasting time.
Excuse you? Is that really something you should be saying to the one making all the effort?
There's a difference between being stubborn and not knowing when to quit.
Damn it!
An oil drum hung with wire.
Well... then push it! Should have just done it to begin with. I didn't notice there was a break in the fence.
Oh,
Guess you should check that door.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
a rusted metal door.
Well, we can't do that. I mean... what other options do we have? Fuck.
A rusted metal door.
Can we even... I mean, is this even a good idea? What else is on this floor? Door D. Door E. Let's
A
try it.
rusted metal door. It does not appear to be locked.
Okay. Let's just watch.
This again.
So we can't just grab one. We have to be careful.
key 250, 345, 5, 6, 11. Did it say the time? I don't know what it said. I think it said, did it say like maybe 3?
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 3:45. This is not it.
Is the time on the clock relevant?
It would be quite the simple gimmick.
Or they just want us to think that.
True.
What time was Renju killed? Damn it. 11 o'clock?
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 11 o'clock.
This isn't it either.
If the time on the clock is relevant, what is it related to?
Something to do with Renju?
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate 2:50.
This isn't it either.
If the time on the clock is relevant, what is it related to?
Something to do with...
It's a key with a watch beside it. The hands indicate... Is this the correct answer?
Saturday night at 8 matches Renju's estimated time of death.
I just didn't know what time he died.
D is written on the tag. Let's go, Date. The D door. I will try the key.
Yeah, try it.
Making
It
progress.
This door too.
Maybe not. Now we're back on the 3rd floor? Control panel? What's that over there? A pipe?
A broken pipe. Steam is leaking out.
Let's kick it.
Yeah!
Aha!
Oh, it's just as I calculated.
You were surprised, admit it.
A rusted metal door. Most of the ice is gone now. A rusted metal door. Most of the ice is gone now. I think I can open this door.
So this person is responsible for Shoko, Renju, Iris. You're gonna have to see this again? What's it gonna be for Iris?
This key has control panel written on the tag.
Control panel? The one right there?
Doing well so far.
Rows of monitors and buttons. This appears to be old. I believe this computer controls the factory's electronics. It appears to require a key to activate.
Okay.
Rows of monitors and buttons. There! Oh!
So?
I see. If we move the scaffold, a new route appears.
Okay, let's move it.
You have less than
Rows
2
of
minutes.
monitors and
Hurry.
buttons.
Sleep, rotate key, press switch. That doesn't help at all.
It shrunk.
Rows of monitors and buttons.
What?
Oh.
I see. Rows of monitors and buttons. On top of the control desk?
That way you can push all of them at the same time, right?
Are you insane?
Don't you know? The line between insanity and genius is razor thin.
Even still, you are firmly on the insane side.
Whatever, just try it.
If I must.
That barely lowered. How's it looking from your side?
The switches are precisely aligned with the pressure points on my back. Can I stay here a little longer?
I was clearly insane. Just put it back.
How do I get over there? I'm really confused.
Rows of monitor.
It extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
Maybe I just need to open the door?
Door D prime. Door D prime.
Okay. Door. That's door. Door E. And door E prime.
Door E prime. Door E.
That took us nowhere. Is door B over there? Where are we at? Over there. Door B's over there. Door C. Run over that way.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
What was that? What's this? Nothing?
Door C prime.
Ah!
Door B prime.
Did they do it? I don't know. Did I accomplish anything? I don't think I did. E.
Door F. This is the first time we've seen it.
Oh, but it's okay to tackle it?
The first floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
Dante! 30 seconds!
Ladder. Cord. There's a cord over there. Probably have to climb the ladder to get to the cord.
An iron ladder. Yeah!
Oh no!
I passed through it. It must not be for climbing.
Shit.
An iron ladder.
Lift? Tackle? Surely we have to use it. Cord.
A power cord. It is discharging sparks.
Kick, get shocked, investigate? So you can either lift the ladder, kick the cord?
A power cord. It is discharging sparks. If this were pointed in a different direction, something might happen to the door. No, this is different. That won't work this time. A power cord.
Oh, we ran out of time. Damn it!
An iron... No use. It is too heavy to lift. Date, there is no time left.
Damn it, what the hell is Boss up to?
Shit. Well, at least we know that those aren't worth trying. So we did learn something. Trial and error. Okay, we need to go... Oh man, I gotta go through this shit again! I don't remember where I went!
Door D prime.
What? 100 seconds? What the fuck, bruh? Why? Why are we on 100 seconds? God, this is so annoying.
Rows of monitor.
Oh, we didn't do this yet?
This appears to be old. I believe this it appears.
Never mind.
You have
Rows
less
of
than 2 minutes. Hurry!
We didn't insert the key
There.
yet.
Oh,
So?
I see.
Okay, let's move.
Okay,
Rows
so
of
first what we gotta do is we have to rotate the key.
Shrunk.
Rows of
And press the switch.
Oh.
I see. Rows of...
And rotate the key.
It extended.
Now we can use the route to door B.
Yeah, now the hardest thing in the whole game is trying to figure out how I even got there.
Door...
I'm gonna run out of time. Why do I have less time than I feel like I did the last time I did this? So then we went for door E,
Door E.
I think.
The D door.
Is this what I did? I'm going right back to where I was, ain't I? What am I doing? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of stupid.
Door...
Great. Jeez almighty. I always say this, I'm terrible at maze games. Just in mazes in general. Did I went this way, didn't I? I must have. What's this? Nothing.
Door C prime. Door...
Yeah, open it,
Doors.
sure. Is this what I did? I think it's what I did. There we go.
Less than 1 minute! Hurry!
Door B prime. Door F. The...
We'd like to have another one of those 1 seconds, but we can't afford to do that.
The first floor. This is the first time we've been here.
That big door. If we can see what's in there, we'll figure something out.
only got two things. Got the cord, and then that.
An iron ladder.
Climb up, lift, tackle.
Ready?
There.
Whoa!
Hey!
This Somnium is awfully dangerous.
Hey, that door. Maybe we can open that one now. Check it out.
A rusted metal door.
Do it! Open!
I'm going to open it.
Yes! Okay. We did it! I think. Where's...
That's... Iba, return to the control room on the 3rd floor.
At once.
What? Renju? Renju killed...
What the hell is going on?
Date, what are you doing? 6 minutes are up!
Wait! Hitomi is...
Date, you can't go any longer! Force shutdown!
No!
You telling me that Renju killed Shoko, and then Iris killed Renju? Oh my god. I can't see Iris killing anybody, man. In a way! Yeah, what the hell is going on indeed? Police headquarters, Tuesday, 3:14 a.m.
I took a look around your head. And I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who is responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris. So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people. There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it? There's only one culprit. One person. And that person is... Yes, you. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss. The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain.
Please.
You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki? The person inside Boss's head.
Can you at least try to make sense?
All right, I'll explain.
The abandoned chemical plant?
There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
Yeah.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced.
Yeah. I see. So she killed...
Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
I don't know where it started.
So was it 89?
But at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris. You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cold storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body.
How in God's name did we find out?
Inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
And we still don't know who it is. Her eyes look clouded and dark. Who the hell are you?
Saito Sajima. Congressman Sajima's son.
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
You're claiming to be Saito?
That was me.
Who's inside Iris?
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first. A person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain... let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite. The one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far? Moving on. Even after the personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost.
Sick bastard.
About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host. That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. Thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories. Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of. Why is that?
That's...
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain. Gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure.
I don't understand.
Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining.
Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain. Gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
Whichever fragment you cut, you will... He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
And also insinuating that we are somebody else, right? I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
That was Iris.
Parallel worlds exist. Parallel worlds exist.
We sure as hell know parallel worlds exist because we've been going jumping through each one of them this entire game. You claim to be Saito, but I don't believe you. Who was inside Iris during the interrogation?
I'm telling you, it was me.
Jesus.
Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
How? How does he know about the original Cyclops killer? And something else was troubling me.
What's going on here?
Could it be Saito? We were, like I said, we are Saito, and then we switched bodies with somebody, and who are we then?
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see. So, where do
just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. If we think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Saito doing during these days? I decided to ask him.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities. And then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car. Using the old, abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses. After that, I used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Yeah, we remember that from way back early.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive. Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6.
What about these parallel worlds, man? Guess that's not the time.
I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill. I knew she might run once she saw where we were going.
Sick fucking.
It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive. He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So, I came up with a lie. I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out. Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am of course referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date. To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy. So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run. But then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble. He did as I instructed him to do. After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sejima residence. Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage.
Whew, we need to catch our breath here for a second. Alright.
So I pushed on the intercom, and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed, and got into the van with me. We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of Sosajima, it was a new day.
Day 4, Monday.
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one. Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years. The two shared a terrible secret. Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately. I injected her with a sedative. Then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Wow.
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
She skipped the part where As So killed Iris and Ota. I don't know why. Why did they skip? She skipped that.
This was yesterday, early Monday morning.
See, that's where Iris and Ota was killed.
Past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. I arrived around 1, then prepared for the show for a couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Okay.
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly? That annoyed me to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Hey, give me 1 second. I think we all need a breather anyway. Jeez. But the question still remains, us as Date, was that Saito before, and then that's where Saito switched bodies into... And if that's the case, then who did Saito switch? Who was the other person that he used to switch? Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Why didn't the psych victims resist after waking?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature.
Of course.
It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Okay.
To harass you. I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park.
So she could see it?
That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Wow. We'll get our revenge. You know we will. Even if Iris doesn't, we'll get our revenge.
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
The prototype sync machine differed from the one at Abyss in a few key ways. The machine at Abyss is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear enter through the gap between the eyeball and socket. Then they travel down the optic nerve canal to the brain. But the prototype sync machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Manually. And Date has his left eye removed, as we know. The subject and the sinker have to remove their eye from the socket. It doesn't say why, you need to remove the left eye. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eye removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has the optic nerve and blood vessels connected. After a sync, the eye is supposed to be replaced back in the socket. It's supposed to be safe. Side effects are rare. That sounds real fucking safe. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes.
But somebody does.
I don't need them. All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync. And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me. Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway.
Where are the eyeballs that you removed?
Shoko's is in Renju.
So you didn't have no use for him, but you still decided...
Renju's is an iris. Iris's is in dad. Dad's is in boss. Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
Yes, I ate them. Immediately after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
I'm just cringing. The fuck, man? What's your motive?
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of course, it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you. It's personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets.
She didn't kill Mizuki, thankfully, but if it's that personal, you almost wonder why.
Well, except for my father, of course. That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
Revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me, you know? Traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. You always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is? Your home. A trip is only complete once you return home.
Yeah, right.
The same goes for me. When I return home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head! I miss it. I miss my brain, Date! You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head! No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
You mean?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date? That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it. They must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but... the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
Person who had this disorder.
That is what I believed as well. But we must have misunderstood. Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
What? That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman.
That must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain.
Oh my god, are you all following this? That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman.
Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's... Pewter must have known that.
No way.
I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point. Whose brain was he in before Boss?
Sosajima.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju. And before that, Shoko.
And before Shoko?
Me. Whose body were you in before Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
I was a parasite.
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body. And she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind. She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan.
I mean,
Using Shoko's body. I spied on you all this time. That's why I know everything about you.
who were you before Rohan?
In there. In that body you are operating right now. In that skull. My personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Correct. It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
That's... Am I real?
That means that we were with Tommy, and you were almost like a stepfather for ours.
Sorry, but time's up. I want my body back. It's quite simple.
You gonna make
Sync
demands?
with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
Thank God Peter pulled us out right there at the end.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't. I know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iba, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Okay, Saito. Oh no! Is this where we're gonna start? Is this a decision, like a legit decision? Like, 'cause I don't know. We haven't really made any legit decisions in this game, I don't think. Oh no! Ah. I wonder if we can fake her out or something. Fake him out. I don't.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her? Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body. You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted. You want to see what will happen? When her flesh burns and tears and scatters?
I won't do it.
If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
You gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her?
We can figure something out in Somnium.
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Date?
No, you don't know me.
I did it. I did it. I'm back. I got it all back!
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What? Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said. I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Date, are you all right?
I tireless voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. Sweat was building up on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up, and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoko, Renju, Iris, Ota, and Tony. Lost. The flesh remains, the mind is lost.
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
The words suddenly echoed in my mind. I couldn't remember who, or where, or why. But I thought that there really was such a world. And me, in that world. I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. Annihilation route? Okay, I'm gonna end it there.